So Jeep recently released the 2024 Jeep Wranglers, and everyone is wondering what they did to the price. So I'm going to go ahead and answer that for you in this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and build 4 different models of the 2023, which you can no longer order, but the builder is still available on their website. And then we're going to go through and build the same exact or as close as possible to those in 2024. The results will shock you. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the completely cheapest, most base Jeep possible, which is going to be the Sport. And we're going to stick with 4 doors because 4 doors are the most popular ones. Then we're going to do a Willys. We're going to do a Rubicon. And then we're going to go for the big boy, top end, most expensive Rubicon 392. So let's get started. So first we're going to do the 23 Sport. So if you want to get the most cheapest Wrangler possible, you're looking at the Sport. And like I said, we're going to do 4 doors because 4 doors are the most popular ones. We're going to assume literally just the base entry price. So we're going to go with white because that's the cheapest color. We're not going to select any options. And we're just going to scroll all the way down here and see that the cheapest, most basic 2023 Jeep Wrangler 4-door is $35,990. Now let's look at the equivalent to this of the 2024 model. So here we have the same thing, Wrangler Sport, completely base, 2024. We're not going to select any options. We're just going to scroll down and see what that looks like price-wise. Their site's acting up a little bit. Here we go. $37,690. So at the end of this video, I'm going to put together a table showing all the side-by-side prices in columns so you can compare them to each other. So now that we got the most basic ones, let's go ahead and look at something a little more. Very popular model is the Willys. So we're going to go, or Willys, there are a couple different ways of pronouncing that, but I go with Willys. So we're going to look at that. And same thing, we're going to go ahead and start with the 2023. And this time around, we're going to add a few options that are popular and people typically would do. So you have the Willys Sport and the regular one. So we're going to actually go with the regular one. So here we can assume that somebody would probably likely pick a color. We're not going to go with a specialty pumpkin orange. We're going to go with just, any other one. Let's do a high velocity. So as you can see, that's $495. Let's see, we're going to stick with the stock rims for now. No door groups, no step assists. Let's go do a black 3-piece hardtop. That tends to be a popular option. We're going to stick with regular interior, no premium sound, none of these other add-ons. It's likely that somebody would upgrade to the bigger radio and premium audio group, so let's go ahead and add that. Cold weather package I feel could go either way. We'll leave it off, but we can notate that it's about $1,100. And we're going to, I don't know, should we add the safety group? I feel like we should add either the safety group or the cold weather. So we'll go ahead and add the safety group. It's $1,400, but I could see somebody going for one or the other. So let's go ahead and add the safety group. And this is the fun one. So I think that the Xtreme Recon package is worth the money. And it's actually really cool that you can get that on Willys. So I would think that somebody could potentially be looking to add that in. That's looking to come out of the factory already, quote unquote off-road ready, or at least get the upgrades. If you were to do all this stuff after the fact, I believe you would spend more than $4,000. So I do believe the Xtreme Recon package is well worth the money. I personally got it on my Rubicon, so let's go ahead and add that because I could see that being a popular option. They're going to give us a choice of engines. It really doesn't matter here. There's no upcharge. Let's go. So I went with the 3.6 because that's what I like and prefer, but I believe the 2.0 is probably more popular. So we're going to go with the 2.0. Yeah, because that changes where the charge would be on the automatic. So we'll continue with all that. We're now going to add the trailer tow. And we come out to $53,760. So now remembering all that, we're going to go and build as close to the equivalent for 2024 as possible. So just remember, cold weather group, oh, it went up, is 1,400, and safety group is 1,400, and we took one of them. So for 2024, they do not have two different Willys, there's just the one. Right out of the bat, what we can see is the prices of the paint went up by $100. We'll stick with high velocity yellow just to keep everything as similar as possible. We did not upgrade the rims, so we're not going to do that again. We didn't take any of these, but we did take a black 3-piece hardtop. So we'll add that back in. Nothing here on the interior. So here we have the safety group. There's no longer the warm or the cold weather package. So we'll take that again because we took it in the previous one. The technology package, so the screen, the big new screen comes standard. This just adds a different alternator and the Alpine Premium sound. I feel like we're going to go ahead and skip that. I don't want to add this in because although the other one came with the Alpine Premium sound, I don't feel that this will be an apples to apples kind of situation. But you know, you can always add in $1,300, you know, in your mind yourself if you feel that this is a better apples to apples. Once again, we have the Xtreme Recon. We're going to go ahead and add that. That makes some other changes. It automatically gives us the 2.0, the 8-speed automatic. And our total price is $57,165. So like I said, I'll have a table of all the prices side by side that I'm going to put on the screen at the end of the video. So that's our kind of mid-range. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and build the exact Jeep that I got back in April, and I ended up going with a 2023 Rubicon Xtreme Recon. So just out of curiosity, what happened to that price? So we're going to go back to 2023. I'm going to go Rubicon. So I went with Sarge Green. I got the off-road camera. I got the body collar and flares. I got the Sky One Touch. I went with the leather. I added floor mats. I got the stainless door sills. I did not go with cold weather or safety group. LED comes not standard, but you're forced into it when you take the off-road camera. Did not go with the safety group. I did go steel bumper, and I did go Xtreme Recon. I believe I ended up with a 25R. Yep, 8-speed automatic, 3.6. I also went with a trailer tow and electrical group to get the auxiliary switches. I did not upgrade to the 4:88 ratio. Kind of regretting that honestly right now, but it is what it is. And yep, this was the sticker price of my Wrangler, $71,460. So let's go ahead and build the 2024 equivalent of that. Actually, in my next video, I'm going to go over and show you how you can save a ton of money in your Jeep. So the caveat is you're going to have to place an order and wait for it. But, you know, as you saw, my sticker was a little over $71,000. I was able to get mine for 7% under invoice. I saved like $10,000. So my next video I'm going to film, it'll explain where to go and how to do that. And I'll put the link on the screen. So keep an eye out for that. So now the 2024, and we're going to go Rubicon. All right, so we're going to go with Sarge Green. All right. What do we got? None of that. We got the Sky One Touch. Interesting. So it seems like you can get it without nav. What does it require? Technology group. Let's undo that right now and see what that looks like. I mean, honestly, I never use the built-in nav. I use CarPlay. So if I've been doing this, I probably would not go with the nav, but let's see what the upcharge is. All-weather floor mats, the sills. Okay, steel bumper and winch group. I think what winch you get for this price, it's a little absurd, but I would want the steel bumper, so this is the only way to do it. Convenience group, I'm in Florida, so I have no use for anything heated. No, I didn't go with it the first time. All right, technology group. So you get the hotspot, the premium sound, CarPlay, nav, integrated off-road camera. Okay, so to keep it apples to apples, I would need to go with this. So in which case, we're going to go back here. We're going to add back the nav. It's going to force me to the technology group, but that's realistically the best apples to apples. I did not go safety group because I don't like all the nanny stuff, and I went Xtreme Recon. So we're going to add that in, confirm the changes. So I did go with the 3.6, 8-speed automatic, the 4.56. Did not do any of that. Wow. So it's actually like, what is that? About $1,200 cheaper. Look at that. That's a little surprising. And on top of all that, aside from the upgrades, I get a winch, which I had to pay an extra. I mean, it was basically $1,000. Now I have a better winch than that. I mean, it is a Warn, but it's not the 8,000 one; it's the 10,000-pound one. But nonetheless, that's very interesting. Did I miss anything? Oh, okay, it's cloth seats. So I guess leather is not an option at this point? That seems weird. Huh. Okay, well, I mean, it's basically the same vehicle. Yes, it has the 2024 upgrades like the axle, the airbags, the touchscreen, powered seats, but it is cloth. Is there a Mopar leather seat option that I can add on maybe? I don't see anything. That is really, really peculiar. I mean, you could always go with cat skins. I never looked into them, so I don't know exactly how much it would cost, but being that this is coming out to be about $1,200 less, my guess is, I mean, I don't know how much they could possibly be, but probably around the same ballpark. Maybe, you know, $1,000, $2,000 more if they're like $3,000 or $4,000 or something like that. Again, I have no idea, but a little bit surprised, to be honest. All right, we will add this into our column with an asterisk and notate that no leather interior is included in this price. All right, let's do the big boy, the $392. So we're going to start off with a 2023, and we're going to go fully loaded as much as possible. So how much would it cost to the top of the top? So we're going to go with the pumpkin orange because it's the most expensive color. I don't know. I don't think like it makes sense to go like add things like doors off mirror kits and accessories. I think we're just gonna go with the main options. If you disagree, if you think that we should have gone like completely all in, let me know. Leave a comment down below. So we're gonna go camera. We're gonna go satin grille. We're gonna leave the tires. Hinge reinforcement, that'll come by itself. We're not gonna add dual door groups. You know what? Why not? Well, let's go the most expensive doors. Just to notate, it's like $4,400. Curious if that changes for 2024. We're gonna go Sky One Touch. We're gonna go Gorilla Glass, although I don't think that's worth it. From the reports I've seen, there's no difference. We're not gonna go with the silly stuff. We'll go all weather mats. I actually think $170 for their floor mats is a good deal, so I would recommend that if that's something you're gonna be looking to do. We're not gonna go with a full flooring system. I don't think most people get that, so we're gonna stay away. No smokers package. We will go trailer tow, because people do like to tow stuff. All right, so we're at 93.5. We've really added on. I guess we could have added these floors, but again, I don't believe it's a popular option. We've got the most expensive roof. We added that. I guess we can go hinge gate reinforcement. We've got the most expensive doors. And I think most people will go with the regular off-road tires. I don't think anybody would, or most people at least, won't go with the other two options. So we're going to leave that off. So we are at 94.2. All right, let's take a look at the 2024 version. Alright, so there is no one color that is more expensive than the next, so we're just going to leave that alone. We're going to go with a satin grille again. Dual doors with the premium, so it looks like they got a little bit more expensive. Choose one. I don't remember which color we went with, so I guess it doesn't matter. I think we went with Earl. Or not. I guess we took the other one, but okay, it changed that automatically. Good. We're gonna go with a Sky One Touch. We're gonna add the winch. We're gonna add the floor mats. Tow harness. What is that? That's not. Okay. That's just an accessory. Alright, so we're not going to add that. I thought that might be something like part of a tow package. So I think that's everything. You could throw a few $100s more at it here and there, but I think this is how most people would get theirs. Wow, we cracked the $100,000 mark. Look at that. 101,665. Kind of insane to think that Jeep's, the top of the line Jeep is now 6 figures. So I'm gonna throw it up on the screen right now, table with everything side by side, and so you can kind of take a look at everything all in one shot. And yeah, I guess we're at a point now where you can spend 6 figures on a Jeep. Now again, this is also MSRP, and like I said, I will make the next video, and I'll put the link to it here on the screen so you can go watch that once it's up, and it'll show you how to get order a Jeep and get anywhere from 6 to 8% below invoice. My buddy actually back in April ordered a 2024 Rubicon 392. It wasn't quite the $100,000 mark. He did go fully maxed out, but like he didn't add the winch, for example. Let me see. He went black. He did not go with a satin black grille. He did not add the dual door group. He did go Sky One Touch. I don't believe he got the winch because he's going to go aftermarket bumper with that. He probably did not get the floor mats. So let's do that. So see how much his cost. So we're going to remove the satin black grille. We're going to remove the dual door group. Leave the Sky One Touch. No winch. No floor mats. That's all there. Yeah. So his sticker was $93,780. After discounts, he was in like the low 80s, and then with tax, documents, title, plates, and all that, I think it came out to like right at like 90,000 out the door. It might have been like 90,500 or 89,500, but give or take, it was $90,000 out the door. And actually, it's being built right now, so here hopefully in the next month or so, he'll take delivery, and we'll make a video on that. And actually, he might come on the channel and for building out of his 392. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, so seems like there's definitely some pricing differences between the 23s and the 24s. And let me know what your thoughts are on that. Is Jeep heading in the right direction? By adding more stuff and making them more luxurious, or have they lost their way and they're now just pricing out their core customer base? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.